Hi, my name is Christine G, and I'm going to go over this problem with you. Here we have these colas contain caffeine and phosphoric acid, so bad stuff, and researchers want to know if drinking colas will lower bone density in women. So here we have the data table and with all of the information that they obtained from the study, and then find the least squares regression line treating cola consumption per week as the explanatory variable. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the data into StatCrunch. So here we click on that data table and then go open in StatCrunch. And then here we click Stat. We're going to do a regression, simple linear. And then our X variable, that's the explanatory variable. So the number of colas per week would explain the bone mineral density. So that would be the response variable. And we compute that. And then here we've got our intercept estimate and then our slope. So we use those to figure out the equation here. So the slope is always next to x, and then the intercept is on its own. So it's just a constant number. It's not varying it. It's not next to x, whereas the slope is. So first of all, we can see our slope is negative. So it's this negative 0, 0, 3, 0. So we know right away this isn't correct. This isn't correct because it's not negative. This one looks on track. And then our intercept is 8.8869 rounded. Perfect. So let's try that. Okay, and then we're going to interpret the slope. So the slope is negative. We see that. So for each additional cola consumed per week, bone mineral density will decrease, because if we substitute one more for x, then here it's going to decrease by the amount of the slope. So decrease by the 0.0030. So let's check that out. Okay, and then we're going to interpret the intercept. So for each additional cola consumed per week, bone mineral density will decrease. That's the slope. That's not the intercept. It is not appropriate to interpret the y-intercept, which is outside the scope of the model. Nope, it is not. And then for a woman who does not drink cola, bone mineral density, no, we're talking about will be, okay, so if the woman does not drink cola, so then x would be 0, then the bone density would be, so 0 times this negative 0.0030 would be 0, so it would just be this 0.8869 that is equal to the bone mineral density. So let's go ahead and try that one and see if that works. Okay. So then predict the bone mineral density of the femoral neck of a woman who consumes 4 colas per week. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be using our least squares regression equation. So let me go ahead and grab that so I can write on it. And then we're looking at this for the woman consuming 4 colas per week. So let me expand that. So our, let me do it in blue. Our y hat, or bone mineral density, is equal to negative 0.0030, and then instead of x, she's having 4 colas per week, so I substitute in 4, and then I use my calculator, so you'll need to have a calculator. Okay, and I'm coming up with 0.8749. So let's go ahead ahead and input that. Okay, perfect. Then the researchers found a woman who consumed 4 colas per week to have a bone mineral density of 0.873. Is this woman's bone mineral density above or below average among all women who consume 4 colas per week? So let's go ahead and take a look at that 0.873. And let's see, so if they're consuming 4 colas per week, 0.873 looks like the exact amount. So, and then it's below this amount that we just calculated at 0.8749. So let's put that it is below. And then would you recommend using the model found in Part A to predict the bone mineral density of a woman who consumes 2 cans of cola per day? So let's see. Model found in Part A. So yes. So in Part A, here's our model, least squares regression model, and then if we input 2, does that make sense? So let's go ahead and look. Yes, 2 is in the range, so let's go ahead and say yes. No, because 2 cans of cola per day equates to 14. Oh, that's right. So that means 2 cans of cola per day, I wasn't thinking about this right, would be the same as 14 cans of cola per week. And 14 is outside of our range because we only go up to 8 colas per week. So this would be no, we can't use it to predict the bone mineral density for a woman who consumes 2 colas per day. So hopefully that makes sense, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching, and just email me with questions. Have a good day.